Greetings and welcome to my video. My name is Peter Updike and this is the Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman YouTube channel. And it's Sunday night, Sunday evening, about 7:30, and it's still 95 degrees. This is the typical weather here in Central Florida, where I hail and hunt and live and work, and I am preparing for the up and coming archery season. I'm in my backyard and I've got a little setup here I want to share with you now. Archery and bow hunting. I always practice to become a better bow hunter. I really don't care too much about becoming a better archer. You may think, well, aren't they the same? Well, really they're not. There's so much more that goes into bow hunting. This is argumentative, but than archery. That's just the way I see it. Maybe you see it differently. That's okay. But here in my backyard is where I attempt, okay? I have not perfected anything, but I attempt to hone my skills beforehand, that when I enter the woods in the middle of September, while the temperatures are still warm and while summertime still seems to be prevalent, but fall is on the horizon, we can't wait to get in the woods, right? I've got my tree stand set up in a tree over here, and I like to sit in my tree stand and shoot my bow from 10-15 feet high. I've got my 3D target over here that I move around in the backyard, and I shoot at different ranges, different angles. Why? Because bow hunting, unlike archery, is a fluid process that changes moment by moment. Now, I have gotten a surprise in the mail, and I've been excited to tell you guys all about this, that during the quota permit application process, I secretly applied for the Lake Panasoffkee Wildlife Management Area Special Opportunity Hunt. And I haven't hunted it in, I don't know, 8 or 10 years, and knew that I wasn't going to be getting any regular quota permits on the first draw. So I said, you know what, I'm going to apply for Lake Pan, and I'm going to apply for the one hunt that I think nobody else really cares about getting. And yeah, I'm going to put forth some dollars and see if I can get drawn. And I got drawn. Now, there's a little story behind it. I'll share it with you at another time, but I'm going bow hunting, special opportunities, what they call it. You got to hunt your deer with a bow and arrow. You got to do it, I think it's 4 days, maybe 5 specific days that you get drawn for. And then on top of that, it has to have 4 points or better on one side. What's so special about that? I don't think it's special at all. In fact, I think it's a pretty tall order. But I'm up for it. I'll voluntarily give this a try, and it's happening in the middle of December, so my deer hunt in Ocala will be done. Won't be completely done, but as far as I'm concerned, the first 9 days on into Thanksgiving and into December, well, that's the time I like to hunt up there, and I start looking at other opportunities after that. So yeah, special opportunity at Lake Pan, let's do that. So that's going to require me to continue my growth as an archer, as a bow hunter. And as I was moving my 3D target around the backyard, I came to a conclusion that the aim point, of course, now these are things that you need to get from your head to your heart, right? You know, look, Updike, we know all these things, but I got to get it from my head to my heart. That means when I draw down on a deer that I want to shoot, maybe it'll be the buck of a lifetime. Who knows? If it's 4 points or better on one side, well, there's a pretty good chance that's going to be my biggest buck ever with a bow and arrow. And if that opportunity arises, I want to be prepared. So I'm trying to get my mind and my eye to prepare for what I might see when crunch time comes. I know I can pull it off with a rifle, but can I pull it off with a bow? Maybe not. So I need to practice. I need to practice practical application. I don't want to come off as being too preachy. I don't want to tell you how to do it. All I can do is just tell you what I feel like I need to do. I've been bow hunting my entire adult life and some of my youth. And I've only learned now, as I'm getting into my golden years, how complex it is, and how hard it is, and what a challenge it is. And you better be ready for disappointment, because disappointment will find you if you proceed in this manner as I have, to hunt a deer with a bow and arrow and invest yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally into this process, that it's liable to hurt you, okay, in more ways than one. But I'm up for it. I've been hurt before. I'll be hurt again. Better to have loved and learned and lost than never to have loved at all, right? I don't know who said that. But anyway, I'm going to show you my 3D target. And this is the discovery that I've made. Again, I got my tree stand right over there. I take 2 or 3 arrows. I climb up the tree stand, make a few shots, right? Climb back down, get my arrows, make an observation, move the target, get back in the tree stand, climb back up, 2 or 3 arrows, climb back down. All day long it goes. Yeah, it's been hot. But here's the discovery. Not really a discovery. This is the information that I need to get from my head to my heart. That means it needs to be second nature. It needs to be, this is where the aim point is on my intended target. My intended target is a big old buck, right? So we're gonna come over here, I'm gonna show you. Now I shoot my target. I've put these blue pieces of tape. Now look at this. If you didn't know any better, you would think that this is a pretty bad angle, but in reality it's not. This is what I need to understand, that if I'm going to shoot a buck quartering away, in other words, the buck has come into range. He feels like there's something up. He doesn't know what's up. He's going to turn, he's going to go the other way. Maybe he smelled me, maybe he hasn't, but something's going on. And he offers me a quartering away shot. Where should my shot placement be? Now the industry has done this. The industry has put this target, has put this in the center, and we all know the heart is down here somewhere, but they put the bullseye here. The industry is not your friend, okay? All kinds of angles need to be considered when bow hunting. Quartering away. The deer has turned and is walking away. The way you get into the vitals is through the back door. This is an example of a quartering away shot. But Peter, what if I'm up in my tree stand? Well, then this target, this tape, would come in this way. And then, of course, straight down, this one. Arrow enters here. Goes through the vitals, through the center of the body. And of course, this is the perfect broadside shot, and then the heart shot. He's up close and personal. If the deer is 30 yards away, broadside, and I feel like I can make that shot, I want to be able to make that shot, but I need room for error. Why? Because he's 30 yards away. A couple of inches either way, one way or another. Of course, like we said, this opportunity is fluid. It's changing moment by moment. And to shoot right here at 30 yards would probably be your best bet. Even though it's not at the heart, you're going to cut a lot of the wiring that goes to the heart, right? You're going to clean out those arteries, and you're going to shoot and kill that deer if you hit it right there. And there's room for error. Will Primos used to say something very interesting in his videos. He said, when you aim from your tree stand at a deer that's up close, aim for the heart. Where? It's down low. Why aim for the heart? If the deer jumps the string, what's that mean? The deer hears something happen. They squat down to spring away. And when that happens, that's known as jumping the string. And I've had this experience where I shot at a deer and it heard the twang of the bow, squatted down to jump away, and the arrow went right over its back. Went right over its back, broke my heart. I had the deer at 20 yards. All I had to do was aim for the heart. Instead, I did what the industry says do. And the industry says, aim here. And that would be wrong. Every angle, every range has a different point of aim. Quartering away, you're coming in the back door, through the guts into the vitals. Quartering away from your tree stand, but close, enters high. Through this into the vitals, coming from this direction. And straight down here. And of course, perfect broadside and a heart shot, which is what you always hope for, but no one can predict how all this will unfold. So this is today's revelation from me to you. Get you a 3D target. If you don't have one, get one. Shoot as often as you want. Say, I've got a block target and I shoot that thing. But shooting your block target over and over and over again will never make you a better bow hunter. It might make you a better archer, but it'll never ever make you a better bow hunter. Get your tree stand and put it in a tree somewhere. Get up in that thing. Those 2 or 3 arrows that you shoot from your tree stand will make far more impact in your ability to shoot than 30 arrows in the backyard at a block target over and over and over again. What do you get? You get the same results over and over and over again. They might help you with your upper body strength. Do push-ups. I do a lot of push-ups. Do squats. I do a lot of squats. Those will help you physically prepare for what's to come. So get you a 3D target. It will prepare your eye and your mind for what you'll see when that moment comes. Because buck fever's coming. You want to be prepared for that buck fever. You want to stay professional. You want to stay cool. And you want to follow through. All right? Comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. What's your process to prepare for archery season? It's going to be hot. It's going to be ticks. Going to be mosquitoes. But we're going to go anyway. Why? Because it's hunting season. We're bow hunting. All right? Love you guys. I can't wait to go on my Lake Panasoffkee special opportunity hunt. I don't know what's so special. Cost me money. Can't shoot just anything. You got to do it with a bow and arrow. What was I thinking? Love you guys. See ya. Bye.